on YouTube? It's Aaron here, and in this video today, I'm going to talk about how you can actually get rid of bad leads or spammy conversions that appear on your Google ad dashboard. So we know that not every conversion is a quote-unquote good conversion. For example, if you are looking for customers and someone calls you looking for a job, sometimes if you have like different conversion tracking in place and they filled out the wrong form, maybe the person that's looking for a job is going to be counted for a conversion, and Google's going to think, hey, we got a conversion, let's keep trying to find more people that are like this person, when all in all you kind of don't want those types of conversions to be tracked on your Google ad dashboard. So by doing this, not only are we going to get a more accurate idea of the good conversions, the good quality calls and leads that the Google Ads platform is generating, but we're also going to help the automated bidding as well, because if we get rid of the signals that lead to the bad conversions, we're only going to have the signals that lead to the good conversions. So let's get into how to, get rid of bad conversions on Google Ads so that way it doesn't appear on your Google Ads dashboard. The very first thing you guys got to understand when you're taking off conversions when you're doing this is what you're doing is you're just adjusting your conversions. So Google does allow you to adjust your conversions, so that way you can change either the value of the conversions of your e-commerce, or you can retract the conversion and it just changes that value to 0. So it's not as easy as, one would hope it to be. And there's a couple things that you're going to have to do in order for this to work. So obviously you need conversion tracking in place, and you need to make sure that auto tagging is in place with your Google Ads account. It usually by default is, so I'm not going to really get into it. So for example, I use CallRail for my call tracking, and we can see here the Google ad click ID. So every time someone clicks on an ad, there's a Google click ID that appears here. This string of text is very important because it pretty much identifies the user, the click that actually clicked on your ad and went to your landing page. If you have conversion tracking in place, if you follow my videos to use CallRail, you'll easily be able to find it if you just go onto the timeline, go to the landing page URL variables, you see gclick, and then you should be able to get that. So be sure you have conversion tracking in place. So you're gonna need this, and you're gonna also need to know the day and time exactly that it took place. For in this case, we know that this conversion happened at 9:50 a.m. August 31st, 2023. So what you want to do is from your Google Ads account, what you want to do is you want to go to Tools and Settings, and you want to go into Conversions, which will land you here. And then let's say, we know that, this one of the first time calls, which is this case here, is not that great. So what we want to do is then you want to go into Uploads, and then you want to click on this plus icon. So what this is if you do offline conversions, you already know about this, but this allows upload different conversion actions into your Google Ads dashboard. So if there's a conversion action that wasn't caught with Google Ads, you can simply just upload it to Google using an Excel sheet by using their template. Or if you want to retract a conversion, you can use their template as well. So what I did was you can just click on View Templates, and then it's going to give you a bunch of different templates here. And then you can say there's upload new conversions. So if there's new conversions you want to upload, you can do that here. But for now, we're focusing on update existing conversions. So conversion adjustments using Google Click ID, which is what we have here. So what you want to do is click on Excel, CSV. I have Excel, so I'm just going to do that. So we're going to click on it, you're going to open it, and then of course you want to save it and things like that. So here we're going to enable editing, and it's going to give you, this is the template. But an important thing you need to do is you need to find how to set your time zone. So what you want to do is visit the link that's on this document here, and then what you want to do is of course paste it. So if you want to make sure that you upload your specific time zone, which I highly recommend doing, you want to scroll down to where it says conversion time, and then you want to click on codes and formats. And then it's going to take a little bit to load. You're going to see time zone ID. Okay, so once it loads, you're going to see your time zone ID. So you want to look for, of course, your time zone. So my time zone is America, New York, because I'm in the East Coast. So here, America, New York. So you want to copy this. You can insert it here just, just to keep it on you. And then here's where we get into the nitty-gritty. So here you're going to see Google Click ID. So this is where we want to do the whatever tracking system we have in place. We want to copy and paste this Click ID. So this is why it's important to have conversion tracking. Okay, so conversion name. So you want to put in the exact name of this specific conversion. So if you know that it's from a lead form, you want to put the name of the lead form that it is. So to find the exact name, what you want to do is go here under the conversion action. So I know this conversion action is the first time phone call. So I want to copy and paste this exactly. And then here, conversion name, first time phone call. And make sure it's exact, spacing, capitalization, etc. So conversion time. So what we want to do, this is where you have to be very specific and very careful. So please pay attention. You want to upload it in the time in a format that Google accepts. So so if you go back to the help sheet, this is an acceptable format. So you can see here it's the month, day, year, hours, minutes, seconds, and then AM or PM. So PM, or if you do military time, you can just do the hours in military time as well. What we want to do is let's get the exact date and time. So this call that we want to get rid of happened at 9:50 a.m. August 31st, 2023. So what I'm going to do is just copy this, and then we paste the conversion time here. So we want to make sure that it's in the format that Google accepts. So we can use the military time format in this case. That way, because this next step is going to be a lot easier if you do it like this. So so August 31st, so 8/31/2023, and then AM or PM. So we're going to make sure. So we're going to do month, day, year. So we did August 31st, 2023, hours, minutes, seconds. So this happened at 9:50 a.m. So this is where things are going to get kind of dicey. So we need to know the exact second that conversion was put into Google Ads. So CallRail gave me the hour, the day, hour, and the minute, but they don't give me up to the second. So if I tried to upload it now, it would not work for the most part because it's not the correct amount of seconds. It will say that this conversion double doesn't exist. Double check your parameters. So what we need to do is actually, input all the times that there is. So the reason why we're doing military time is so that way we can capture all the different seconds that there are. So you can start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can just use Excel and drag it down all the way to 59. So what this is going to do is that it's going to cover all the different 60 seconds that there could possibly be. We know the day, we know the time, we know the hour, we know the minute, but we just don't know the second. If you do have an in-detail conversion tracking that can tell you the second, then you obviously don't have to do this step, but it's going to be a lot easier for you. But if you don't, then this is what you're going to have to do for each of the SPAD conversions. So what you can then do is just make sure that everything here is just the same. So everything here is just going to be the same for the most part. So you can just double click it. And then adjustment time. This one can also be the same. You just have to enter any time that's after the conversion time. So let's say, for example, we learned that it was a bad conversion 2 minutes after. So you can put in 9:52, and then this one can be the same time. or it doesn't really matter the time as long as it's after this time. And then for adjustment type, so for adjustment type, you want to do retract if you want to withdraw it completely. So all you just have to do is just copy the word retract. And if you're adjusting the value, you want to put restate, and then of course you just want to type in the values that you are restating the values to. If you do retract, you don't have to enter in any value or any currency. However, so you don't need to delete these sections for the most part. So once you put in the times, what we need to do now is just put in the time zone. So what you might need to do is um, I mean, I just manually paste it. Make sure there's a space here. So you can just even just copy and paste a space. Um, if you have an automated way of doing it, or if you know a faster way, definitely do the faster way. Okay, so I just pasted all, the time zone that's there. So American New York. So for the adjusted time, again, the adjusted time doesn't really matter as long as it's after the conversion time. If you have the adjusted time and you do realize it and you want to be specific about it, you can definitely add that there. But we're just gonna make it all the same, so because again, doesn't matter. So of course, then what we want to do is save the file, and now our sheet is ready to upload into Google Ads. Okay, so we're back here. So under Tools, Conversions, and then we're going to Uploads. So now what we want to do is upload the sheet. So what we do is click on the blue plus, upload a file, select from computer, the file that we just did. I always like to hit preview first, and what you're gonna see is you're gonna see a lot of errors, but you're gonna see one of them is successful. So that means the conversion happened at 9:50 a.m. and 1 second in American Eastern Time. So then what you can just simply do is just click apply, and then it's going to delete that conversion, and it can take a couple hours for it to be for it to show on your Google Ads dashboard. All I ask, if you found this helpful at all in any way, shape, or form, just leave a like on this video. That way it gets shared to a new audience, and it helps other people have more accurate conversion tracking with Google. So if you want to know how to step-by-step run Google Ads for local businesses, click on the video up there, and it's going to show you how to do just that. I'll see you guys in that video. Take care.